You're so dead. Because this deck is absolutely wild. Because this is what happens. You see, yeah, I get the counter, and you see when I attack, I sacrifice this because I have the counter, and then the land, and then the extra counter, and then the trample, and then the you die. Yep. That's how that's work. That's how it works. Hello and welcome to another one of my Magic the Gathering Arena videos. So I was trying to find a deck that I wanted to play. I keep seeing all these cool decks from all my favorite YouTubers, and this is one that I landed on that I had enough. I just had a hard time finding like enough wild cards, which ones I want to spend on my rare wild cards, all that nonsense. But here's where I landed on this. Basically, you revolve it around this Mossborn Hydra because it can just almost one-shot somebody. So the credit on this deck goes to one of the YouTubers I watched. His name is Legend VD, and he made this deck and posted it a couple days ago. But this one's just a simple mono-green stompy deck. So you have your ramp card. But your more important thing is your Mossborn Hydra when it enters with a 1/1 counter on it, and it's got the landfall thing. So whenever a land enters, it doubles the number of 1/1 counters on it. We have a lot of different ways to kind of like put more counters on it. And then we have a trick here with the Order of Nylea to kind of put some lands onto the battlefield. Whenever it attacks, and this could really lead to a Mossborn Hydra being pretty giant really fast. And then of course we have all our other 1/1 counter synergies like the Paw Patch Recruit. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control other than that creature. Snakeskin Veil is just good protection, especially for whatever creature you're buffing up, to put a 1/1 counter and give it hexproof if it's targeted. And then you got Bristly Bill. Whenever a land enters, put a 1/1 counter, and then you can pay the 3 and 2 green to double the number of 1/1 counters on creatures. Innkeeper's Talent can put a 1/1 counter on our creature, and then it can give them Ward 1/2 if you level it up. And then if counters, you can basically double the counters if you get it to level 3. Ozolith is also, if one counter would be on it, on something, on a creature or artifact you control, you get one plus another, so you basically get 2. And then the Tumblewag, which puts a 1/1 counter on target creature, so you have a lot of 1/1 counter synergy. And then the Lionel War Elves is just for the ramp, so you can do it faster. Because obviously you just want to do it faster. We have plenty of lands. I just had to take out 2 Crawling Barrens on here because I didn't want to use all my rare wild cards on just making some Crawling Barrens, since they don't use too much into the they're not used too much in other decks. So I just have the 2 of them, so you can close it out. You know, you put counters on this land too, so that also counts with a lot of the 1/1 counter synergy. So I'm gonna try this deck now to see how fun it is to really beat the opponent down with counters. So let's see how it does. All right, we're still here in the platinum tier. We have lands, and if only we had the ramp, it would have been sick. But this is pretty good anyway, because you still have a little 2/1 here. Oh, there's our ramp. That's cool. Yeah. I like playing this for now. And then we'll attack for 2. Maybe I should have played the Fable Passage if I wasn't going to use this land, but they are playing black-blue, so they definitely have removal. Yep. That's going to happen. They take the Hydra, of course, because that's going to be the beefiest guy. We don't really have any other good ways to play our lands right now. So we'll do it this way. The 1 counter on it. Okay. They don't want to block, obviously. We'll hold up the Snakeskin Veil and we'll hold up our other card. Blast Zone on 1 is like, I don't know why I keep going up against these decks that have like the perfect answers for our cards. But let's do it this way. Because I know they want a Blast Zone, probably. They need another mana. They could do that. Yep. So we'll force them to use the Blast Zone. But they have to use basically all their mana to do it. Doesn't give it indestructible, so that's a shame there. But they need the land. They don't have the land. Okay. All we have is an elf. Resolve that one. And we have to do this now. Now we could technically attack with both. We'll get 2 lands, but they won't really do too much here. And we could play our elves, but if they draw the land for the Blast Zone, we're just going to lose everything anyway. And they scoop because they didn't hit their land drop. So we won because the shuffler wasn't nice to them. They could have just blown up all our stuff. Did I have fun? Sure. Sure. Why not? All right, opponent goes first. We have no turn 1 play. We have no ramp. A little sad. Man, might suck. But we'll see. I don't know how this deck's supposed to work if you don't have any of your good cards or like your ramp card. So ideally, you definitely want your elf. Could they blow up Innkeeper's Talent? Maybe. Maybe they have enchantment removal. Ooh, okay. We don't really want to play our Hydra here because it might just die. Let's just do it this way. Forge is gonna hit us. That doesn't work. Artifact tokens? Oh. Now we have our ramp. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. So now we do it like this. And then let's put the counters on first before we do the Hydra thing. Riverbest, yeah. They got 2 forges. They got 3 forges. They only have 1 counter on it though? That's crazy. Yep. 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 No blocks. Okay. It's a lot of stuff dying. We do have the combo here, so let's just we could do this like this. And then yeah. Counter, counter, swinging it, double it twice. And yeah, 28 will do. Could have made it even higher, but I think 28 counters is lethal enough. I've never seen that deck the opponent was playing. All right, we've got, oh, yeesh, 2 of the tap lands and our elf. Okay. That's a little sad, but whatever. Will we draw our other lands? I don't know. Or another just not Fabled Passage land? Yeah, that sucks. Okay, well. Oh, we could cycle it. That's funny. But we'll play it to play it. On the next turn, I guess we have a Fabled Passage. Will we draw another land? Good question. That works. So we can play the Hydra. Yeah. They want to kill that. We don't have any counters. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. And now we need protection. That's all we need. We need protection for our Hydra. I say let's still go with the Tumblewag. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. We'll get it out of cut down range. That's what I was planning for here. So in case they had a cut down, now I made it go for the throats only. They had one. They could have Anointed Corruption. Or that one, yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's what the Abyssal Harvester is for. Okay. So now, what cards do they have? Do they have, I don't know how to look at the cards. Oh, is it this? So as far as I'm seeing, they don't have any 2-mana removal. They can get the Zombify. They can get a lot. They can play the Overlord. It's fine. But I don't see any removal, unless they already have it in hand, which is very possible, since they just went through 10 cards. That's fine. Interesting. He says oops, but I don't think, yeah, we need protection, because if he just draws it, so he can Liliana and removal. So if he has Liliana and removal, so basically if he has removal, I'm pretty much dead no matter what. So we have to go for it now. There's no real way around it. No attacks, obviously. And we can't bluff that we have one up. So if he kills it, if he does it, it's whatever. Like if he has one removal spell, basically I just can't. Like I couldn't protect my Hydra. They could use the Liliana to make me sacrifice a Llanowar Elves, or if they just have straight up removal, they just get rid of the Hydra. So it's like zombifying something back. Yeah, so if they have any kind of removal, there's no way. Yeah. All right, opponent goes first. We have lands. We have a forest with an elf, which is good enough for me. I like ramping. I like 1-mana ramps. We have enough lands. We're gonna have our 4th land drop for the Fabled Passage. So let's just put a talent out there. Would you like to do anything about it? No? Get lost? I don't know if I want to waste this on it. But I don't have any other creatures to use on it. So let's just do it now. That can just get rid of the Innkeeper's talent. It's fine because I have a backup one. It's a good thing I didn't level it up. We need one of our beefy guys now. That's what we need. So we're just gonna go forest into another Innkeeper's talent. They don't know our hands. And we're gonna level it up. And go ahead, swing with it. We have nothing in our hand now. So the Ward 1 could make it harder for him to kill. Rocco at the beginning of your end step, exiles until the next. Each player may play that card. Okay. Oof, we're not getting anything crazy. It's funny because we could make the. Might as well play the Barons, and I think we're just gonna level it up. They can't play the Haywire Might until this gets to 6. Our Llanowar Elves is getting buff, but he's not buff enough. Yeah, they make. I think they make food tokens if I play our exiled card. Which I don't really need at this point. I need something that'll actually finish the job. Which currently in this situation is just 1 elf. Draw a discard, maybe? Maybe, nope. I don't think they want to attack. A Bristly Bill. Ooh. That's a lot better. Could animate it now? Then we can't attack with it, which sucks. Okay, next turn we can animate it. So let's go with the Bristly Bill play now. And we'll make it so you have to block this. They can actually gain the life with their thing here, so we're not doing it that way. They want to take 8. They don't. Understandable. And we're not playing the Order of Nylea just so they can get another food token and a counter. And gain the life, that's fine. They want to use 6 mana just to make... Put each creature card exiled. So they have a Scoundrel and a Haywire Mite. A Tally is a pretty serious threat. Okay, they get an Innkeeper's Talent from us. And they get a Charming Scoundrel. So not like the most amazing hits. We need some way to give these guys trample. That would put it over the edge. Ah, man, we just can't get it, huh? That sucks. We're definitely doing it this way. So that's 14. Yeah, that's... They have to block both. They have to. Gotta block both. Yeah, that's how that works. Sure. So they could play another Itali and everything else here, which is pretty good. But they'd still have to block. It cost them all their mana. So I think they definitely want to activate the Ghost Vacuum for sure. It seems like their best play here. Right. Tali's only a 1/1. That's funny. Okay. They get an elf from me, which is a blocker, technically, and another Mite. They already have 1 Mite. I think they want to kill the Haywire Might now before I animate the Barons. Ooh, it's pretty good. But let's start with this. And now's the time to activate the Might if they want to, so I don't get double the counters. Yep. We'll still make it a creature land. And then they have to block pretty... They still have to block pretty badly. They still have to block this. They have to block that. Atali can transform. And that would almost kill me, but they need 10 mana. They have 7 that I could see. That's 8 with the oh no. Okay. Yeah, transforming the Atali could prove pretty lethal. But now they're at 8 mana. They must have some kind of board wipe, huh? Did they finally draw? Oh, they have another Atali. Okay. Enduring Innocence, and they get a Bristly Bill from me. Okay. So they're getting blockers, which is the painful part. We need a way to give these guys trample somehow. And that doesn't really do it. Yeah, because it's got trample and indestructible. So let's maybe think about putting the Barons in the way. So we can put the Tumblewag and we can put the Barons in the way, but we won't be able to hold up Snakeskin Veil. Who cares? For this one, it doesn't matter too much. So we have a blocker, and we have another blocker with the Barons, which the Barons is probably the better blocker. We're still sending lethal threats. That must be blocked. They keep top decking these Atalis, which is pretty crazy. Okay. Makes sense. They gain 2 life. And now we have a Tumblewag and a Barons to block the Primal Conqueror with if they choose to transform it. It's very close. This game is tense. They don't want to attack with it. Okay. We could put the counters on it now, but does it even matter? Yeah, we want to hold up the protection here. Going all in. We held the snakeskin veil for this moment. Do they have more removal? They do. Okay. So now they can block the tumblewag. Oh, man. We got blown out by it. All right, now we have our Paw Patch recruit and our elves and our Ord. Okay, we'll keep this. And we get to go first. What an amazing game. Elf. Second turn. Elf. Recruit. Ew. Fine. Hydra, your turn. Has to be removed already. Otherwise I get the Nylea and the Fabled Passage trick. Is this going to be the Fabled turn 3 win? Opponent needs some kind of removal. Maybe they have a Get Lost. That's removal in white. Not like I just had an opponent who had 2 Get Losts in their hand at the same time. And oh, look at that. That's cool too. Yep, we're definitely doing it this way. Yep. Might as well. Here we go, sacrifice them. Here's 2 more lands. Here's a 24-24. So that's how you're supposed to do it. On turn 3. Jeez. When it works, it works. Is it consistent? I don't know. Okay, opponent goes first. We have a very clunky-ish hand. But let's just see where it goes. If they kill 1 Bristly Bill, I guess I've got a backup. They mulligans. I guess that's nice for me. Yeah, Bristly Bill on his own won't do enough. They have an elf. And a land. We don't have an elf, but we have a Bristly Bill. Now they're playing black in their deck, so they might have removal for it. So that means we're definitely not playing our Mossborn Hydra next turn. Case in point. Okay, we're not playing a graveyard deck, which is good. Go ahead, have more removal. Oh, we're not blocking that. Okay, your ooze hit me. Now, what do? They want to hold up the removal still, I'd imagine. They have removal. We could Order of Annihilate onto this, and we could get enough counters on it. It's a pretty big hit. They can also animate the Restless Cottage, but this could be bigger than it, so yeah, let's do it that way. If everything wasn't lagging so much. Okay. Combat. Two more landfall triggers. Okay. Your turn. Okay. I'm not playing with my graveyard here, so this is fine. Okay. So they don't have removal for the Bristly Bill. It's good for us. They don't want to attack. Now, hopefully they didn't just draw removal, because that would really suck. We could get this thing pretty beefy as it is. So let's just... Sure. Yeah, they want to block with the scoos. That makes sense. So now we hold the Fabled Passages, because if they draw like a board wipe, we're set back to our Crawling Barrens. Giant 6/6 is not gonna be enough. Trust me on this one. I've seen it and I've done the math. You have to have a removal for the Hydra, or you are just incredibly dead. But then they have to tap the elves too, so they could draw removal. They could be just gods at Magic. And that makes it way easier. Okay. We love that. All right, there's no way they can win now. We've just absolutely demolished them now. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. Oh, it doesn't even matter. You're about to get manhandled by a Mossborn Hydra. Trust me. It's happening. Oh, I could double the counters too. Yep. Okay. We're still doing this anyway. Yeah. Yeah, you have the removal? Look at that! You do have the removal. That's not gonna work here. They chop deck the removal, I chop deck the protection. Okay, things are fair. Everything's right in the world. They get what they need. I get what I need. Okay. I still win the game. I'm happy with that. I go first. Wow, this hand is absolutely trash. Okay, and this is better. We have a semi-curve, so I keep drawing Fabled Passage in like every one of my hands, and I kind of don't want it here, but if I do get the Hydra to stick around, cool. Because these draws with the fade, okay, cut down, yeah. All right. Crawling Barons, huh? Bristly Bill still dies to cut down. Mossborn Hydra dies to cut down. Okay, it is a go for the throat, so there is no protection for it either way. Order of Nylea doesn't do much here. And yeah, they probably have just removal after removal after removal after removal after removal after removal. They're trying to hit their land drop. I think that's why they're doing this. Well, they're not getting their land drop, but they're binning removal, so it's good for me. Do we cycle this for something better? Yep, I say we cycle this. Another Order of Nylea, not the best draw. They hit their lands. Yeah, them putting removal into the bin is not good for us. It means we need to draw our protection, or our creature is just not surviving either way. Innkeeper's Talent, okay. They have the counter? They can counter it. We're leveling this up. So, let's read the room here. They're holding up a counter spell. They threw removal into the bin. Either I don't get to play my card or it dies. It's a shame. Enduring Curiosity, yeah. And they're about to just draw their mind out. So, that is an offspringable card. Let's make two of them. Let's put the counter on this little guy. He's got Ward now. Oh, but they've got amazing card draw. I've got a Hydra that'll probably die on entering. I mean, they could draw all the cards they want. Kaito deck? Cool. Does that mean it's gonna get the Ward 1? Which is kind of funny. It'd be funny. Okay. I wasn't planning to block anyway. Bro, now you're gonna have to pay the ward twice, right? Or does that work? Yeah, now you have to pay the ward for that. Okay. That's cool how that kind of works. Removal, they're just gonna draw all their removal. Got a 4/4 that can't hit. Oh, look at that. And we have the snakeskin veil to protect it. Oh, shoot. We're still on death row here, though. This guy's tapped. We're taking 7 currently. That would make... That's pretty good, but we could still block the curiosity and put the veil on it. And this gives an extra counter, I think. Another curiosity, huh? I think that's fine, right? If we don't die here, I think we can just trample them over with the Hydra. And this costs 2 to do. Yeah, I think we're just going to run them over here. They have to just... They drew almost half of their deck and we're going to win this? There's no way. There's no way. This is happening. Oh my god, this is happening. Oh, this is happening. This is the most incredible bullshit I've ever seen. I cannot believe this shit. Oh my. What say you? I cannot believe we're surviving at 2 health. What do you got? You're blocking here. You can't pay for the 1 ward either, even if you had like an Igon. Igon's just not in this anymore. Opponents. 116 power coming towards you. You've drawn every single one of your cards. You have no mana. Trust me, I wouldn't believe that was happening either. Opponent goes first. We have a creature, a talent to give it some ward. Yeah, that's about what I expect from a black deck. Okay. Okay, no go for the throat. Priority pass so fast there. Or no go for the throat. No cut down. This would help me in certain landfall situations, so. They would definitely want to get rid of the Bristly Bill. So we're pretty much at the mercy of whatever they want to do. They probably have removal, right? So in that case, is it better to play Bristly Bill so they just remove him and I keep my Pop Patch Recruit? Well, if I'm doing that, then I'm attacking. Okay, so they had Shieldred's Edict. So it would have been better to play the Bristly Bill. Should have just gone with my first plan. But at least I can do this. And I can protect the bill. Although I kind of want to protect the Hydra. They're playing bats? I've never seen this. Okay, yeah, we have to get the Hydra online now. Yep. They're gonna take some life. That's gonna hurt. An edict and that. So we get rid of the bristly bill. So if they have... That's fine. I don't think they know the power. They need to play their bat now. Now they need to play the bat. They need to get rid of my... That's fine. All right. Now you've definitely... Now you're dead. You're dead? You're dead. Oh, you're so dead. You're so dead. Because this deck is absolutely wild. Because this is what happens. You see, yeah, I get the counter, and you see when I attack, I sacrifice this because I have the counter, and then the land, and then the extra counter, and then the trample, and then the you die. Yep. That's how that's work. That's how it works. All right, and now we're taking a look at the end post games, and I did get pretty salty in, you know, the first few games because if you don't draw, kind of like if your draw sucks, like you have no gas, it kind of just feels bad. You're not playing. I mean, how many creatures do I have? I have 20 creatures in this deck, and it just feels like I only ever have 1 or 2 creature in my hand at any given time, and that doesn't feel good. But the last few games where I finally had draws and opponents who wouldn't just straight out kill and remove things, and you know, I had to play it a little around a couple plays that they had. The Snakeskin Veil is just, I mean, you need this. Maybe if I had added more protection, I don't know if it needs more protection to just protect your Hydra or to protect your creatures just so they don't die. Because when you get your creatures and they land on the battlefield, you need them to stay on the battlefield. I never got the Tumblewag to really do much except almost be a chump blocker. But like in these games where if you get the Hydra out, you have a Fabled Passage. You just need the 3 cards. You need the Hydra, the Fabled Passage, and the Order of Nylea. And if you have that, basically you can win on the next turn, almost guaranteed, like the amount of power with the Hydra, because that's just how broken this landfall thing is. And when it hits, like one of the games, the dude drew almost 30 cards, and I one-shotted him with a Mossborn Hydra. It got around it. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe what the power can do with this one card. But good on to Legend VD for making this deck just to try. It's just counter, make beefy guy, trample. You need the trample too. The trample is very important on the card because no other card really has trample, and it kind of Sometimes trample would be nice, but the Hydra pulls through when it does. Anyway, thank you for watching this gameplay. I hope you have a great rest of your day.